Welcome to Know Your Tools, episode number 7. Today we're going to be looking at the eraser tool. It's about halfway down, looks a bit like an eraser, and what it actually does is, it erases whatever you draw on, but more specifically, what it does is it makes the pixels that you're clicking on transparent. And when you think of it like that, it makes it a little bit easier to understand how to use it even better. So the way to use the eraser tool is to come up to the top here where you've got a number and you've got that circle. Similar to when we used the clone stamp tool, you've got two things, size and hardness. Now the size represents how many pixels you will be erasing with your tool. So if you go back here to about 50, you can see it's a very small circle we're going to be dealing with. I'll draw some examples for you. That's a 50 line. If we move up here to 100, that's a 100 line. And today we're going to erase this bike. So we're going to put it up to about 1,000 or so. So you can see that's a nice big line that it's making transparent. Second thing, as I said before, is hardness. And just like again in the clone stamp, you can go to full hardness where you've got a complete circle and you're erasing exactly that circle shape. You can see how that is if I click, it erases exactly a circle. Or if you bring it back to about 20 or so, you can see it's a much softer erase. You can see around the outsides there, that gradient is a lot smoother. So restarting, you can see here I've chosen an 800 for the size and a hardness at about 24, which is a good probably medium place to start. We've got a very consistent background, so we're going to keep it nice and soft. And I chose 800 because you can see it's about the same size as the wheels. So I'm going to zoom on in here to the bike and I'm just going to click around the outside of it to just see how close to the outside we need to get. Now you can see that because it's got that low percentage hardness, even though I've erased around the outside here, you can still see the wheel. So I actually am going to bring the hardness up a little bit and start again. So this time I'm going to move it up to 70% hardness and we're going to try again, and I'm going to click around that wheel again and let's see what difference it makes. So now you can see where I click, it actually is completely erasing the wheel. You can't see any of that ghosting around the edging now. I'll do it on the other wheel as well. So my goal here with erasing this bike is basically to erase the whole bike without erasing the background as much as possible. So let's zoom in and get into a little bit more detail when it comes to the rest of the bike here. So obviously my size is too big now, so I'm going to bring it right back down to probably about 50, and let's try that on the bike frame itself. So there you go, you can see the bike is erased. It looks a little bit funny because it's actually just transparent behind it. So if I was to put a black shape in behind it, this is what it looks like in around the back there. So that might be an effect that you're going for where you want to show something that's been deleted. Or if you were trying to erase the bike and make it look like it'd never been there, I can show you how to do that too. So I set up a gradient using the gradient tool, which I'm going to show you how to use in the next video, and I've inserted it onto that black rectangle there so that you can kind of see where the bike shadow was, but you actually can't see where the bike was anymore. So that's how you use the eraser tool. I hope that I showed you guys something new. I hope you've learned a little bit more, or at least you know how to use it a bit better than you did before. If you're enjoying the videos, make sure you subscribe, like. This video is part of a playlist called Know Your Tools, where we're learning about every single tool down on the toolbar so that you can be more efficient with your projects. Thanks.